This is the news coming to you live from Dudu Spray FM.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to Dudu Spray FM, the first and only Pan-African radio. I am Ayodeji Fumilayo. You're welcome to Global Gist. First, let's take the headlines. Voting underway in Kenya's presidential election. Trump to meet with House Republicans following FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Resilient Ukrainians turn a village cleanup into a rave. Now the news in details. Kenya's presidential hopeful William Ruto cast his ballot on Tuesday in his own village of Sugo as polls opened for Kenyans to elect a new leader. Having served as President Uhuru Kenyatta's deputy for the entirety of his 2 terms, Ruto is looking to topple Kenyatta-backed veteran politician Raila Odinga for the top seats. The people of Kenya will choose, and let me say that in moments like this is when the mighty and the powerful come to the realization that it is the simple and the ordinary that eventually make the choices, said William Ruto. Outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of Kenya's first president, cut across the usual ethnic lines and angered Ruto by backing longtime rival Odinga after their bitter 2017 tests. Kenyatta, who was also seen voting, says he's hopeful for a peaceful transition of power. Trump to meet with House Republicans following FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Washington, Donald Trump will huddle with a group of House Republicans on Tuesday, a day after the FBI raided his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida as part of an investigation into the handling of classified material. Trump will dine with a dozen members of the House Republican Study Committee at his summer home in Bedminster, New Jersey, said an official familiar with the plans. The dinner has been in the works for weeks, but Trump is expected to discuss the various investigations of him, the official said. The Republican Study Committee described itself as the conservative caucus of House Republicans and says it has been a leading influencer on the right since its original founding in 1973. Its membership includes most of the 212 Republican members of the House. The FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, an unprecedented law enforcement action involving a former president, was part of an investigation of Trump's handling of classified information as he left office in 2021. Trump took documents to Florida that should have been preserved for the National Archive, officials said. Resilient Ukrainians turned a village cleanup into a rave. As lightning forked through the sky and torrential rain poured down, a group of young Ukrainians danced in the shadow of the bombed-out carcass of the historic House of Culture in the village of Ivanivka. They've spent the weekend clearly debris in the northern Ukrainian village, which was bombed by Russians advancing on Kyiv in the early days of the war. They slept in tents or under the stars at a nearby lake. The cleanup rave, as it has been dubbed, is the brainchild of local volunteer group Prepare Together and does exactly what it says on the tin, combining the free and fun atmosphere of a music festival with a working bee for devastated communities. Many thanks for joining us on Global Gist today. I am Ayodeji Fumilayo. Stay tuned for more exciting content on Dudu Spray FM.
This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio.